Next is Anup Engineering. So this name we'll discuss in a bit of detail right now. Okay, still it has given multi-bagger returns for multiple cycles, like one-time multi-bagger return, then second-time multi-bagger return. Right now, it is coming out of its stage four constellation, right? So exactly coming out of stage four constellation after a 58% decline, right? It is trying to start its third innings, but we'll have to discuss, right? Because there is a theme that is attached to this company right now, right? So I'll just check the price, okay? So it has regained above its 200 EMA. 200 EMA is declining downwards. The crossover is yet to happen. So there is a potential for a base formation to happen on the right hand side once that is done. And I think a bit more of constellation is done and a stage one is completed and then a stage two breakout happens. This would be a good story, right? We'll move to screener and see what story is there actually, and then we'll get to know actually what I am talking about, right? So I'll just move to Anup Engineering. So it's a small cap company. Okay. So it is from the group of Arvind Limited. So it has been a demerger, I believe. Yeah, it has been a demerger from Arvind Limited. So it's a good pedigree, a promoter led company. So valuation is a bit high. So 4,500 odd crores company market cap to sales is a bit high. I think almost debt-free company, free float is low. Dividend giving company, that's a good sign. Growth is not there. That's scenario. So again, that I've talked about the base formation. So the growth has to return. And still, with that kind of growth, they are maintaining margins above 10%. That's a very good sign. Return ratios are tepid as of now. That's not so great. If you look here, also, it's kind of okayish, I would say, 16 to 19%. And cash conversions are not that great. This is an issue in this case. Valuation is not that great, but they have done some good capex in here. So that is the story. We'll see. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll go down and see from what time the growth is not there. So this was one of the latest quarters where growth is not there. But prior to that, it was growing, say, around 20%. That's a good sign. Beyond that, this is growth. So basically, it has been growing nicely for last 3 years. Yeah, in last 3 years, it has doubled the PAT, so that's a very good sign. But again, with respect to profitability, the last year was a washout year. The story is here, like the capex thing that you can see, 200 crores to 400 crores, right? So from the peak out to the bottom, the company has doubled its assets, so that's a sign. And the cash flow is bad for last 2 years. That's a bad sign. And further shareholding around 41% promoters, FIs are holding around 4%, 3%. DIs are holding around, yeah. So recently, I think this is recent only, maybe from this one to this one, switching might have happened, right? So HDFC small cap fund is holding the maximum, like 9.7% holding, which is a large holding. And Abacus is holding 3.58. This is also a large holding. And finally, you have all these guys, right? We'll dig into the story and we'll see how things are there, right? So I'll just share the story. So capex is obviously there. So based on the capex that they have done, they are saying that they could do a peak revenue of say 1,200 crores per annum, right? So that's the story. And beyond that, the theme is very interesting. I'll just go down. Yeah. So they have done a lot of entries. I mean, last year they have done a lot of entries. Number one, obviously, it is their bread and butter, I think, critical equipment. So, yeah, this is critical equipment which they have exported to Middle East. But they have done the nuclear entry, right? So you might have known that a lot of stocks are just running for the sake of running because they are attached to the nuclear theme. So basically, they have received their first order into the nuclear business and they are working on the shop floor. And again, NPCIL fleet program, Kaiga 5 and 8, 6, these are the programs that they are working on. So again, this is a capital goods company entering into the nuclear sector. So that is the story. They are entering the thermal power. Okay, so first order into thermal power they have received. So a lot of first time things are happening in FY26. So they have got an order from NTPC. So this is their thermal power entry. And they are also targeting clean energy storage technology. So again, this is the first time order they have received for a clean energy storage technology for a European technology company for a project in India. Okay. sounds like something called as Bloom for MTAR, something like that. We don't know further information, but again, the third theme is clean energy storage entry. So this is that. Now this is a new product line by the name of Skids, right? So they have got their first order for Skids again. So this is a story wherein they have done a capital expenditure and they are entering multiple segments. I mean, nuclear, thermal, clean energy, skid, a new product line. Right. So a lot of entries are being done. We'll have to wait and see what kind of revenue contribution comes from all of these segments, right? But again, the kind of breakthroughs this company is achieving, right? So I think very few people might have noticed till now. Next is air heaters, the first kind order for air heaters. So again, this is again first order for air heaters and air cooled heat exchangers breakthrough. I mean, multiple things are happening, right? So they are entering into new industries like nuclear, thermal, clean energy. Okay, three new industries. Now, two new products, kits and air heaters and air-cooled heat exchangers, right? There's a heat exchanger company that is very overvalued as of now, but again, that is related to data centers. So that company is running, right? So, right. Now, what they are saying is they have intended to build a high volume, shorter cycle revenue stream. Perfect, right? So uh, this would be a second business vertical with 15% EBITDA margin. Perfect. And a capability stepping stone towards data center needs for cooling system. Right. Now, another theme is data center. Okay. So what I'm saying is we can see so many themes in here like nuclear, power, data center, multiple new products, right? So these are between the lines thing. I mean, very difficult to find out, but again, this is the story. And heat exchangers are used big time in data centers, right? So if you look into another company by the name of KRN Heat Exchanger, the story there is data center only. Capital expenditure is data center, right? And that is why it is running. Now, the story in here is their management is saying that it would be a second business vertical, which means that it would be a large vertical, right? So we'll have to wait and see how things pan out, right? So there are a lot of monitorables are there, which means that we have to wait and see if nuclear thing is working out, if thermal thing is working out, if clean energy is working out, if this skid line is ramping up or not, if they are getting orders for data centers like these air cooled heat exchangers or not, right? So as I can see, the story is they have done a large capex. Okay, capital expenditure is done. Their capacity utilization they have to increase, and they have entered into multiple industries and multiple new products. Okay, that is the story, right? And promoter is top notch. Next year's, yeah, all these things are done. And FY27, okay, no guidance. That's a good thing. I mean, no guidance, nothing. But what they have told is, with respect to the current capital expenditure that they have done, they have the capability to ramp up the top line to 1,200 crores, right? So that is there. So this is done, I believe. Yeah, in this case, this is done. We'll go to the PPT and obviously we'll look into the PPT and we'll analyze further. But for now, let's look into the top line and stuff. So basically, right now, the top line is around 822 crores. I think they have the order book of around 750 crores right now, which is very robust. And I think they have mentioned that it has increased by 11% YOY. And further, they have entered so many new industries, themes, and new products are there. Again, the things that we have discussed for a company like 2 weeks back, this is like the same company turning out to be, right? So this is a very small cap company around 4,500 crores from a great promoter group and doing the right things is what I think. Okay, let's look into the PPT and then wrap up this company. So we'll just go down and see what all things are happening in this one. Okay, highlight for the year. Let's look into this one. Revenue is fine. 21% margin is there. Order book 760 crores. Yeah, that is fine. And okay, one insight from this thing is they are trying to build up their technical services. That is the service module. Okay. So what they are saying that they would be doing the services thing. And I think in the con call, they mentioned that they have the potential to achieve, say, 200 crores kind of top line from this services segment itself. This is a very high. So this is kind of AMC, annual maintenance contract kind of business, wherein the margin would be high with higher ROCE. Okay, this is an icing on the cake ultimately. So phase two commissioning has been done at Kheda plant. So 400 to 450 crores would be coming from there, from that plant, and ultimately They have talked about 1,200 crores, right? And the internuclear and the strategic order is there and stuff. Okay, this is good. Now, heat exchangers, okay, thermal power plant like that, and ultimately data center that we have uh, seen like future revenue for future, sorry, future growth, right? So there is there. Clean energy. So basically, first order being executed for a patented clean energy storage technology through an European technology company. Okay, so repeat order has been received and the probability of a long-term business. So this seems to be a Bloom Energy kind of business. What Bloom has done for MTAR, right? This seems to be that kind of scenario again. This is the Lula Palooza of a lot of tailwinds that I'm seeing in this one ultimately. Okay, after a nice stage four decline. Now we'll come down and see what all things oil and gas. It is catering to oil and gas, hydrogen, fertilizer, petrochem, chemicals. So yeah, that's fine. Will come down financial indicators, that's fine. It is a washout quarter, year, whatever you can say. Then we'll come down, we'll see. Yeah, so ultimately, heat exchanger 443 crores they are getting from heat exchangers. Now, you know a company out there which is into heat exchangers and valuation is sky high there, okay? And this company is also trying to venture into data centers. We'll have to wait and see how that pans out. Vessels, they are manufacturing vessels. They are also manufacturing reactors. You know where reactors are used. Tanks and silos, centrifuge and stuff. So all these details, right? Perfect. Okay, done. We'll come down outlook for FY27. We'll see. Order book is 716 crores, so that's good. 40% export, 60% domestic, that's fine. Order inquiry of 200 crores is there, which means that they have the potential to convert them. Uh, After the capital expenditure that is done, they have the potential to achieve 1,200 crores of revenue. They're targeting nuclear, thermal energy, clean energy storage segment. With their capabilities, they can do it, is what they believe. We'll have to wait and see. Right. They want to grow their technical services business capability. I believe they can easily grow. They have to just package it and then create a team and then do the services thing, right? Uh, Skid packaging business. So again, a new product, right? So we have seen air heat exchanger, and then we have skid. Again, just try to understand that there is another company by the name of Aeroflex, which has created a skid assembly, and that company has re-rated big time because that company is banking big time on skid assembly that is used in data centers in the country, and that is expanding. That company is expanding their capabilities or doing the capital expenditure to expand their capability in skid assembly, right? Again, same thing, skid. It is expanding into skid, right? So I'm trying to draw parallels. I mean, when you hear names like Aeroflex Industry, Skid Assembly, try to understand that I'm drawing parallels. Right? I'm not saying that that is a great company, might be pricing or whatever. Okay, when I'm talking about Bloom Energy, MTAR, this is where I'm drawing the parallels, right? Okay, come down. Done. So the outlook seems to be positive. Okay, if we read everything, this seems to be positive ultimately. Okay. No, these are the order books and stuff. That is completely fine. And these are the annexes. Okay, of all the other companies. I mean, there is Arvind Fashions, there is Arvind Engineering, sorry, Anup Engineering, and then Arvind Smart Space. So this Arvind group is kind of very, very diversified, right? Okay, done. So I believe, yeah. So these are the plants, how they look like. I mean, I've been tracking this company for from the time it has been demerged and listed. So yeah, so they have been expanding, and this is a great company. I think this is an Ahmedabad or like so that. Yeah, yeah, done. Okay, so is there anything out there? License and collaboration. I think this is the Netherlands company. Okay, this is a good sign. I mean, we one can. Okay, so this seems to be a gold dust. Okay, so whatever that they have been talking like. Talking about the collaboration or the clean energy thing, right? So that thing could be further researched, right? I have to look into this one, right? So basically, I think they have licensed and done the collaboration with Novolent Technology, Germany for polymerization reactors. Okay, we'll have to wait and we will have to look into this thing where these reactors are used. Okay, next is a Brem, Bana, and Roll, right? B and R, like these rivers somehow. Italy, then we have EM baffle heat exchangers. Now, perfect. So they have done like the collaboration for heat exchangers. Okay. These are high potential product is what I'm saying, right? The reactors, heat exchangers. Now, heli exchanges, right? So I think this might be the air heat exchangers, right? Heli exchanges license Netherlands. Out of these three, okay, one would be the clean energy technology thing, and obviously two are heat exchangers, right? I think this would be the clean energy thing, right? Germany. Now, these are the great tie-ups that I can see in their PPT, and finally, these are the certifications and stuff, and software and everything. Perfect. Okay. So this was a discussion on Anup Engineering, which is very interesting. So this is an exception that I'm talking about, wherein I am discussing a name which has already been a multi-bagger like two times, right? Still, we are discussing that name because the theme, right? The theme is kind of big time in here, and people try to find out stocks with just one theme in nuclear, clean energy, likes of that, right? If we try to find out the names in multiple themes, right, and capabilities, right, then that's a very good scenario, right? So again, this would be name selected today. Next is